Hi, this is Tim Fieser with Freaky50Fitness.com, a website dedicated to preserving your wealth by rediscovering your health and its benefit to our nation's future. Well, this is a morning where I'd like to talk about breakfast, the greatest meal you can have during the day. We say we can't miss breakfast, and it's great to get your metabolism going in the morning. One of the breakfasts I have at least 5 days a week is oatmeal, and I usually do that Monday through Friday while I'm at the office. There's many great ways to enjoy oatmeal, and I want to talk about the transition that I made to go from the mistakes I made when I first went to oatmeal as my favorite breakfast to how I enjoy it today. But first, let me talk about the benefits of oatmeal itself. It's a great food. One of the biggest disease problems we have in this country is heart disease, and which is a problem that kind of festers from high cholesterol. Oatmeal is great to manage your cholesterol, and if you do have a cholesterol problem, it's great for lowering it. It's also has zero cholesterol, and it's also free from preservatives, so it's a great natural food. Before we get started, I want to just get a piping hot bowl ready just to make a demonstration of one of the great ways that I've recently found to enjoy oatmeal. And on my home microwave, it takes about 2 minutes to make, 1 cup water, half cup oats, so it's very easy to prepare. Now let's go through how I used to eat oatmeal when I first started out. It is actually a very bland food, and so a great way to enjoy it by most people that have the sweet tooth, which is many of us, like to add a lot of different sweeteners to it. So let's just go through how I used to do it and how I'm sure many of you, when you're moving to oatmeal, are going to do it when you first try it. First, brown sugar. It's very common to see brown sugar put out at the oatmeal buckets, whether it's your lunch cafeteria or you're traveling on the road at many of the buffet breakfast restaurants at our favorite hotels. So we're going to throw a little bit of brown sugar in there. Another common ingredient that you might see available to add to your oatmeal are raisins. So let's put in about a 1/4 cup of raisins. So we'll mix all that up, and I'm going to tell you right now, this will be the best oatmeal that you've ever tasted, because the brown sugar is a great sweetener for oatmeal. The raisins are a great kind of chewy thing to mix in with that bland texture of the oatmeal, and you get a great tasting bowl of oatmeal. Now what's the problem? About 130 calories in this box of raisins. Now maybe you don't have the whole box, but they don't have boxes out there. They just have a big bowl of raisins that you probably scoop a couple scoops in there, and you end up with about 130 calories, not to mention the 38 carbohydrates and 30 grams of sugar. Probably not a good way to do this. Another common ingredient you're going to see is some of these dry fruit ingredients. Well, raisins is a good example of one, and this has got about 130 calories as well in a small serving. So it may not seem like you're adding a lot, but by the time you're adding all these extra ingredients into your bowl, you'll really increase the calorie intake. So remember, us as a business, as the COO, we have just blown our operating aspects of preparing a great meal, and as the CFO, we're adding a bunch of additional ingredients we don't really need, and it's going to give us a poor return on our investment in the sense we're not going to lean up like we want. So let's try to avoid adding in all those additives to our oatmeal. So then what I did was I said, well, I'm just going to eat a plain. You know, just mix it up and eat a plain, right? Well, I lasted a couple days. I'll tell you, you try to do this every day, guaranteed failure. And I can't even do it, and I'm crazy. So let's go to the third way that I try to enjoy oatmeal, and that is with sweeteners. So sweeteners, actually, you've got your Equal, Splenda, and your Sweet and Low. I kind of used Equal for maybe about a year or so, and that was kind of going along pretty well for me. I mean, actually, a pack or two gives you a pretty good sweetness to your oatmeal. It makes it taste actually pretty good. So it's kind of plain, 0 calories. So I'm actually getting the maximum benefit of keeping a low-cal breakfast. It tastes like there's sugar in it. But then one night I was watching Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura. He used to be our governor here in Minnesota. And he was talking about the Bilderberg Group and all these conspiracies, trying to thin out the human race with all these preservatives in food. And sweetener kind of came up as a key artificial food product that is going to lead to cancer, high incidence of cancer, and so forth. And that's the way we're kind of going to thin out our ranks. Well, there have been many studies about sweeteners and their link to cancer. So whether you believe them or not, that will drive your decision on whether you want to use sweeteners in your oatmeal. I chose to kind of pass them by. So now, what I've kind of migrated to now is just fresh fruit. How simple is that, right? So, a few blackberries, high in antioxidants. Strawberries are a great complement to oatmeal. Mix that up. And there's nothing like fresh fruit in the morning and a nice, healthful bowl of oatmeal. Now when you do varieties of fruit, raspberries is another good one. You kind of get that fruit mixture, great fruity taste to your oatmeal. Now lately, I can see our microwave is ringing us. So I've discovered blueberries, and you can use fresh blueberries as well. But again, as the CFO of myself, I want to eat as cost effective as I can too. And so what I've discovered at one of our local stores is a big bag of frozen blueberries. And you can just take them right frozen out of directly from the bag, put them in a hot bowl, and they will actually, after mixing them around, you give them about a couple minutes to walk back from the microwave back to your desk. If you're doing this at the office in the morning, they thaw out rather quickly, and then you get the nice hot cold sensation of your oatmeal and your blueberries. Blueberries are a great fruit to put in oatmeal because again, they're actually high in fiber, and by the time you total the fiber in oatmeal and in blueberries, you're off to a great start to meeting your fiber needs for the day. Not to mention the powerful antioxidants that are in blueberries. So, as we wrap up this cooking segment here at Freaky50.com, oatmeal is a great way to start the day. Again, helps lower your cholesterol. It's great for your heart. It's got a good balance of carbs, and it's great. Bodybuilders use this a lot as a great carb to start the day. So, this is Tim Beezer signing off with Freaky50fitness.com, and I encourage you to get healthy, to stay wealthy.